Hi culture cuties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Monique and I am the owner and the creator behind the brand Chicago Style Cult. If you're watching this channel, please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification button, and leave me some comments and let me know if you're liking this type of content. This type of content is late night and I'm trying to keep up with my Vlogmas commitment, so that's why I might be a little tight-tongued. But anywho, let me know in the comments if you're liking this type of content and or what content you would like for me to cover. I'm very, very new to this YouTube journey, and so I'm trying to find my way. And I think what excites me the most is that I will actually have video footage of my journey and my evolution as I go along and grow. So that's really, it's literally like a visual journey, a visual diary, if you will, or journal. Okay, but enough about that. Today's topic is how to manifest your destiny. Over the past week, I read a great book. I highly recommend it to you all. It is the Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines of Fixer Upper on HGTV, which, side note, they actually are in the process of launching their own network, the Magnolia Network. So they do have an Instagram account for it, so go follow them. They are awesome. But back to the book. It was so inspirational. I stumbled upon it when I was sourcing for my resale shop this past Monday. Monday is my sourcing days where I go and gather new inventory for my store. But I stumbled across the book section and I saw that I do like to read. I don't get nearly as much time to read as I would like to, but I am trying to delve back into that. So this was a book that caught my attention. I had seen it before and just never bit the bullet and purchased it when it was on newsstands when it initially came out in, I guess, like 2016 or so. So I figured for a couple of bucks, I think I literally paid like $2 for it. I was like, it's worth it and I'll give it a try. So one night this week I had trouble getting to sleep, and so I just picked up the book and I literally could not put this book down. So I finished it in about roughly 5 days. If I had a free schedule, I could have finished it in one day. That's just how great this book was. What stuck out to me the most was the fact that they allowed God to guide them each and every step of the way in their lives, both as a couple, a married couple, and as business partners. They always prayed and sought the Lord. Even when times got rough and shaky, they still stayed steadfast on their faith in the Lord. That really fired me up, you guys. There were several points where my tear ducts were swelling in that book, because to witness the Lord working through them simply because they believed in him and they came to him about everything and they prayed and they were obedient. They were very obedient, and oftentimes we are not obedient, and that's why we don't see the results we want. However, they were very obedient, and because of their obedience, he would always show up and make what the world knows as miracles. You would not believe their story. So I highly recommend that, and that's kind of what inspired me tonight to go over this topic. I have the 5 P's of how to manifest your destiny. So I don't want to hold you long because my videos are tending to be 25 minutes to 30 minutes now. That's crazy. But I do want to go over this, and I would love to hear your feedback and let me know in the comments, how are you planning to manifest your dreams? What are your goals, and what do you implement into your plan? Have you started a plan? Okay, so the first P is pray. Prayer works. For those of us that are believers, we know prayer works. There is nothing that we can accomplish if we do not seek the Lord. I'm an avid believer on that. So whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're wanting, the Lord gives each and every one of his children their heart's desire. All you have to do is come to him and ask him and believe that he will do it. And it's just as simple as that. It's done. Now, of course, you have to do the work, which leads me to number 2. The second P is plan. As I was writing this out briefly a couple of minutes ago, the scripture that came to mind was from Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And it said, basically, write it down, make it plain. The actual scripture goes, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You have to have a plan. I did mention this in my Vlogmas Day 2 video. You have to have a plan. Whatever you do, you have to have a plan to get there. Most of the time, things don't just happen by chance. We have made a plan, or a plan was made for us to get from point A to point B. When you're talking about your destiny, when you're talking about your dreams, your goals, your business, your brand, buying a home, these things have to be planned out, because most of us don't have large amounts of money or opportunities just banging down at our door. So you have to sit down and write out a well thought out, well drafted plan of how you're going to get from point A to point B. How are you going to get to 6 figures when you're not even making 2 figures at this point? You have to plan that out. You have to write it down, and you have to make sure that these are reasonable goals. You have a time limit on it, you have deadlines, and that you are clear on what this plan entails. That's hugely important. Which leads me to the third P, prepare. There's a quote that goes, failing to plan is like planning to fail. I couldn't agree with that anymore. You have to prepare for the plan that you now created for yourself. That includes gathering all the necessary tools you might need. That could be courses, equipment, if you got to run ads, your websites, your social media, a place to shoot, all of these great things that you would need to be successful. You got to prepare and gather all of this up and make sure that you have what you need and what it takes to work your plan, plain and simple. The fourth P is, after you gather all of the necessary tools and equipment, everything you need is now in your arsenal. Now you have to perform. That's the fourth P, perform. That means work your plan, plain and simple. Work your plan. So now you're going down your plan, and every day you're creating these checklists and making sure that you're hitting these checklists off. You're prioritizing. You're saying, okay, today's the day that I said I was going to write 2 blog posts. I'm going to start the draft on that. Or today is shoot day. Or today is sourcing day or buying day. I'm going to get my inventory. Or today is the day that I have to list or put things on my website. Today is a day of nothing but prayer between me and the Lord. I'm taking rest, and it's just going to be me and the Lord. Whatever that plan is, you have to perform. You have to do it. You have to work it, and you have to work it consistently. Sometimes and oftentimes that's going to mean no days off. And that's just a sacrifice. You can believe in your plan. You can believe in your visions. You can believe in your goal. You can believe in yourself. You can believe in God. But even the Lord himself said faith without works is dead. So performance is a huge, huge role in this entire manifestation of your destiny course. So if you don't show up, then you can expect no results. If you show up and perform poorly, you can expect poor results. So make sure that we are showing up consistently, showing up every day, even when we don't feel like it, in some way, shape, or form, to help work your plan. Sometimes that may mean staying in bed, but ensuring that your social media is working, that you're answering a couple of emails here and there, that your website is going, that you're returning a couple of phone calls. Maybe you don't feel like getting out of bed that day. Maybe you just can't, you're sick. Or maybe you have to stay home with a sick child. We're all pretty much home with our kids for remote learning at this point. So sometimes they're just things that just physically keep you from doing things the way you normally would have done them. However, this is a bonus P, pivoting, and you have to figure out a way to make things work even when the initial plan was nothing like what you are now forced to do. Which kind of brings me to the 5th P, perfect. Review your plan. Take the time to review your plan. This means reviewing it weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. You have to review your plan and make sure that everything that you put in place, your systems and processes, your goals, that these things are actually working. I say review weekly because you don't want to let too much time go by and there's a practice in there that's just not working. We don't have time to waste. When you're trying to step into your destiny, when you set large goals, time is of the essence. Time is valuable, time is money, and that's the one resource that you can never recoup. So you have to ensure that you are reviewing this whole process and making sure that the steps that you're taking are in fact working and getting you closer to your goals, to your destiny. If it is not, tweak it. Everything doesn't work out every time. There's no such thing as perfection. So sometimes you do have to tweak it. Sometimes you'll have to go and say, hey, I thought Tuesdays were going to be a great day for me to sit down and review things. It's not. I have too many outside tasks and things calling me. So I'm going to have to switch that to Thursday. Maybe you thought, oh, I only need, 2 or 3 hours to write or draft my blog. I actually only need 1. So that gives me another 1 to 2 hours extra in my day that I could devote to something else instead of just wasting that time. All of this matters when you're moving in your purpose and when you're being intentional with your movements. So to sum it up, the 5 P's of manifesting your destiny is prayer, plan, prepare, perform, and perfect. If you get these 5 P's down, there's no way that you cannot get to the destiny that you were hoping for. 2020 is right around the corner. 2021 is right around the corner, folks. Remember I told you it's late at night and so I'm a little tight-tongued. My brain's trying to flip me, so excuse me. But 2021 is right around the corner, you guys. And there's no time like the present, which is currently December, December 6th, 2020, to plan for having a phenomenal year. I know that things do not look like they used to look, and they don't look like they were normally. However, that does not mean that we have to or should remain stagnant or that we still can't achieve our dreams. What that does mean is that we might have to perfect it, perfect that plan, tweak it, change some things out. Change is sometimes good, if not most of the time good. It's healthy. It keeps you sharpened. It keeps you quick. It keeps you on your toes. And that is one of the skill sets that is definitely required when you're venturing out to be an entrepreneur. You have to be flexible when it comes to change. You have to be able to move quickly and effectively. You have to be able to think on your feet, be quick on your toes, because you never know what literally could fall out from the sky in the blink of an eye, and that could potentially cost you everything. And you have to be able to maintain that. And if you have a team of people that are depending on you, or your customers and clients are depending on your service or your goods to make their life more enriched, you don't want to let these people down. You want to be able to be the person that God has ordained to make things happen. I believe each entrepreneur is a visionary, and we have to be able to have some foresight, and part of having foresight is planning. That's just the way it is. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I definitely spoke from the heart. I am so fired up for the next year. Whatever, regardless of what it looks like, I'm still rejoicing in the Lord. I'm still excited. I'm still happy, because at the end of the day, God is always in control. And no matter what happens, I'm going to always rejoice in Him. I always look to him for guidance. I depend on him more and more. The older I get, the more I realize how much I need the Lord, how much we all need him. So I'm excited. I am looking to make 6 figures in the Chicago style cult brand alone. That is my goal. I'm mapping out my course to that success now. And I'm also looking to do 6 figures with my resale shop, Le Revival House. I am so over the moon with these things. I have so much in store for myself in the Chicago style cult brand and the umbrella of businesses underneath that I can't wait to report back to you guys like this time next year and say, let's take a quick snippet look of that video and let's measure how far I've come. Let's look in and see how far my video editing skills have come, my confidence in showing up for filming has done, what goals I accomplished. I got the 6 figures. Now what's next? I am very excited about that, and I hope you guys are excited about your futures too. So I can't wait to read these comments and let's discuss. So again, don't forget to like, subscribe, chat with me in the comments. I will respond, guys. If you want me to follow you, I will follow you. I'm looking for my tribe. Where's my tribe? Where are my people? I know you guys are out there. And follow me over on IG. I am active every day, a lot more there than I am here. And my IG handle is Chicago Style Cult, the same name as the channel. And if you want to get some snippets of my resale shop, that is Le Revival House, and it's under the same name on Instagram. And I'm working on getting that website back up and running, so you can see all of the goodies that I have in store. So with that being said, take care and have a blessed rest of your evening and the rest of the month. Let's get it, guys. Bye.